Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan, and today we are playing Mini Motorways once again. Last part we played, I believe it was Manila. We got a really good score of 3,200. I believe that put us in the, top 5%. So I was pretty happy with our performance that run. This time we're going to tackle Rio de Janiero. Ignore that 14 there. I accidentally started one and I wasn't recording properly. So we are now recording, and we're going to give it another fair shot. So we're going to hop right into Rio de Janeiro. We gotta hope to beat our score of 14. You can see this map, we've got some ocean and some mountains, so we're definitely gonna have to use a lot of bridges and probably even more tunnels. And you can see the mountains are like directly in the center of our map too, so I think tunnels are gonna be a big part of this map, but that's a good connection so far. This color scheme's kind of cool. It's like a subtle, background's like a subtle green, and then you've got the green mountains. It's kind of neat. We have a score of 2, so I'd say we're doing pretty well. We haven't beat our 14 yet, though. We do start with one bridge and one tunnel, which is pretty nice. At least we don't start with, we don't start completely blank slate. I'm gonna pause things really quick, and then we're gonna shift those guys up, and then just shift this down like that. That should be pretty good. Got another green right there. I think we'll just end up straightening that up then. There we go. Alright, score of 10. We're getting close to our score of 14. We're coming up upon week 1, which is pretty nice. There we go. Let's take a tunnel. I feel like we're using a lot of tunnels. And we've officially hit 15. So we've officially done better than our previous record. So now let's see what our high score can be. Again, 3,200 in Manila was really good. I was just experimenting. I posted it in the Discord group a couple days ago. By the time this episode comes out, it may have been 3 weeks ago. Who knows? I record these way ahead of time. But I tried one of the new Mini Motorways maps. I think it's called Busan. I played it on my own on my phone on the Apple Arcade version, and I think I ended up getting like 5,500. I couldn't believe how good I did. I think that was like one of my highest scores in the game ever, so I thought that was pretty cool. So let's see what we can get in this map. Bit of a slow start, but they always are. I just get really anxious and antsy. I just want to play. We're gonna save that purple, I think, but we are going to bring this green down for the time being at least. Yellow there. We'll take a roundabout. I don't want to use a tunnel yet, so we're going to wrap around this building to connect that up. I think we could use a tunnel straight there, but I think that's a waste of a tunnel. So we'll go the long way around. Here we go. It's interesting we have 3 separate colors off the bat. I feel like typically it's like one color, another color, and then back to the first color is usually, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's usually how they spawn. That purple there is fine. This yellow is also pretty good. We got a bit of an intersection there, but I don't think that's too bad. Another green down there. So here's where we gotta kind of be picky and choosy of do we want to use tunnels or a bridge, because we do have a green here, but I think since tunnels are going to have to be used over here in this mountain, I think we take advantage of the, actually we can't yet, because our map doesn't expand that far. So I take back what I said. For now we're going to have to use a tunnel, but I would like to use a bridge when we're allowed to. I think we're going to put those, how do I want to do this? I know I want this guy going down right there, and maybe we'll just have this guy. We'll have that guy join him for the time being. Another yellow there is fine. We'll just disconnect that, and it'll run with one house for the moment. As soon as our map expands, though, I want to turn that into a bridge, so we're not wasting a tunnel that we may need, right there or something. So, as soon as our map expands. Not quite yet, though. Bit of lag as these weeks go by. I haven't restarted my computer in a couple days, so I'm wondering if that's why I'm getting a little bit of lag. But can we? Alright, slow down for a second. Too many things going on at once. This guy can go down there. He probably can run with one house for the time being. I think that's fine. I can't actually get to... I can't get to that side. But I think they're fine with 4 houses for now, that purple skyscraper. We did get a motorway, but I think I'm going to hold on to it because I don't see any reason. It is important to note, this map could get interesting. Motorways cannot go over mountains, which I guess makes sense. But like, if I wanted a motorway to get to this yellow community, the closest I could get would be right there because I can't go over the mountain. So that's also important. Motorways become a little less helpful in super mountainous maps like this one. But if you're still doing a horizontal one, you know, from this yellow community to this one, or a straight vertical one, like in that alleyway, that's not too bad, but they can't go over mountains. Our map is taking a while to expand. I just want a bridge to go down there. Another yellow there is fine. That's also fine. Now we just hope that this one becomes, this yellow on the left becomes the skyscraper because it has the houses, not the one on the right because it only has one house, but I guess we'll see. Well, I didn't really want that to happen either, but that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and shift 3 there. And then 3 over this way. Oh, we're actually out of roads. We are coming up across another week, though, so I don't think I'm going to bother with a motorway. I think I'm just going to wait until we get more road tiles at the end of the week. This guy can wait a tiny bit. Yeah, we're almost to Monday. And see, he's not getting very angry very quickly, so... There we go. We will take a bridge, I think, and we will immediately get that road network up and going. I think just for my aesthetic's sake, we're gonna go like that because that angle looks a little bit better. Weird funky roads, like this weird curve that has to go around that purple house, that bugs me so much. So trying to make our roads as aesthetic as possible. A green there is actually kind of best case scenario since that house spawned there. 2 houses spawned there, even better. We're gonna shorten that up then. Not like that, what am I doing? Let's try that again. We gotta wait for those roads to come back to us. There we go. The blue there is interesting. I think for now we're just gonna go... Oh, I don't have the roads. What I want to do here, I think what we're gonna have to do is this blue community can come together. Well, we don't really have the roads to even go around the blue community, do we? Well, let's get this blue connected to a motorway there, and then hope we have enough roads that we can kind of... We're one short, but we should get a couple from that middle section, so we'll wait just a second here. Another week already, that went quick. We'll take a second motorway for sure. And that'll just connect right there, I think. A red there. We're just getting a lot of long treks. Like, they're very... See, like, we can't connect that, which is so frustrating. So again, for now, I don't want to. But for right now, we're gonna have to motorway these guys. Just because you don't have quite enough roads. We're getting a lot of long treks. You know, really long yellow trek, really long green trek. Just a lot of long roads that uses up a lot of road tiles really quickly, so... That guy's a skyscraper, which isn't terrible. It would be a good idea, probably, to feed, say, those 2 there. And then feed in those 2 there, just to give it a little bit more support, I think. A purple there is not ideal. I think we're gonna have to wait till the end of the week and hope we get enough road tiles that we can bridge that over there. this little community over into that one. But we've got to wait until the end of the week to do that. That's frustrating. But that's not terrible. We can put around about there, for example. Move that. We need to connect in there, which we can't yet. But move the motorway there and then connect those in. We're just a little messy until we can get the proper roads we need here. Another motorway doesn't give us a lot of road tiles, but I think we'll take it. Because then we can go there and connect that up, and those are both connected. And then we don't have enough road tiles to bridge, so we're gonna have to motorway in there. Not ideal. I feel like we're off to a bit of a rough start connection-wise already, but we gotta work with what we got, so. I know where's really fussing though. They're all pretty content. None of them have more than 1 or 2 icons, so things are pretty peaceful. I don't really have anything to say. Things are going good. Hey, while I have you guys here though, if you guys enjoy what I do on this channel, make sure to give a like and subscribe, boost the algorithm, especially now that I have taken a bit of a break from the channel and I'm trying to come back. You know, YouTube is trying to, you know, sometimes YouTube doesn't promote your content when you take long breaks like that. So the best way for my content to be promoted is to boost the algorithm with likes, comments, shares, etc. So thank you guys for all you do. Seriously, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So I appreciate it more than you know. Now that one's a skyscraper, that does worry me a little bit, admittedly. But I don't really have many other options. So I think what we could try doing, this could get really messy, but let's try it. We're going to delete that. We're going to delete all of this. We're going to lower that one. Oh, I really can't. Well, I can. Yeah, I can go like that. I'm going to connect that in there. I promise this will all make sense. It's just really messy for the time being. I think we should have enough roads to be able to connect in a couple reds this way. And then the other reds, so I say we connect in like those 3. Let's actually go, well, we don't have enough roads, but for right now that's okay. And then when we get that motorway back, we'll motorway in this big red, you know, rectangle into that, what's that called? Skyscraper. And I think life will be good. But we gotta wait for that to come back to us. That blue there also worries me. There's not really much we can do, unfortunately. I think we're gonna have to kind of put a roundabout here, move that motorway there, connect that in there, and then bridge over here. Not ideal, but that's not terrible either. Here we go. I need this. There we go. So now that this is come back to us, I don't know why we can't connect in there. What's preventing us from doing that? There we go. That was weird. And then that goes straight into there. This is really messy. This is an interesting start right off the bat here. I really want to go straight up and around. I don't have any road tiles. That's my main problem. I can't connect anything anywhere because I don't have enough road tiles to do so. We're coming up across another week here in a second, so hopefully we can get a couple more road tiles to help us out. That's a skyscraper. I think that guy's gonna be okay, to be honest. It may be worth shifting another guy up there. Well, actually, let's shift that guy back down. We can shift that guy around if we need to. Let's take a tunnel. Now we have a couple more road tiles to do what we'd like, because we definitely need to connect that yellow in there. What else did we need to do? I think that was probably about it. I'd like to get some more reds connected in here if we can. I think that's gonna have to work for now. Again, a little messy, but we're going for practical, I guess. If this purple in the middle of these mountains becomes difficult to manage, we can always take these purples and tunnel in there. So, got to keep that in our back pocket as well. But all things considered, I feel like we're doing all right. Coming up across another week. Where did it go? There we go. Another motorway I think will be very helpful in the long term, so we'll take that. I'm worried about just these yellows sharing. I'm not worried for this yellow right there, but I am worried for this yellow because it's such a long distance for them to travel that this yellow in the middle is always... well, actually, now that that guy's a skyscraper, I have no choice. I've got to split these guys. I'm fine if two, like, you know, what do you call those? Like shops, if they share, but as soon as I get a skyscraper, it's like, no, they can't share anymore. That just can't happen. Luckily, I think this connection can maintain its course, and then we'll take these four with their fancy motorway, and just motorway in straight there. We've got a lot of motorways over here, but we got a yellow stranded on that island all the way over there. Two of them. Skyscraper there makes me, again, really nervous to share these blues. But genuinely, I don't really have another option, so these blues here could come in handy eventually. We have just hit 1,000, which is not too bad, admittedly. I don't know when this green down here popped up, but we do need to deal with that. I think for right now, it's not going to be able to handle with just one house, but for right now, I'm just going to split off one house for it. Another week has gone by. I think we're going to take a tunnel. We've got quite the blue community here, so honestly, I'm tempted to motorway those guys in directly. And then the odd thing with bridges is bridges can't connect straight to a house, so I'd have to do something weird with a bridge like that and connect in straight there, but I think that might be better just for splitting traffic a little bit. It makes more sense that this bigger community would be with the skyscraper, but the way bridges work, I think it just makes... Well, actually, it might actually make more sense. Here we go. I'm going to change this again. This is going to connect straight in there. And then we're going to have a bridge that goes straight... Again, it's going to be a bit of a weird bridge because of the way... we got to wait for that bridge to come back. Just because of the way the community is. It's going to be a weird bridge. Oh, actually, we have that. Never mind. We have a bridge connected here. Actually, I want to delete that then. Come out of here. And angle in there. I think that makes even more sense. We've got some blues up here too we could do something with if we need to, but for right now I'm not going to bother. And actually that's like best case scenario, because then we can run these reds around the blue community instead, and then these blues, let's shift these, yeah, again, it's gonna be complicated for just a second, but I promise I have a plan. Just doesn't look like it. The reds are gonna run alongside there. Like that, I think. What's struggling? You're struggling. You're a... purple. Oh, I didn't even see that become a skyscraper. Yeah, that only has 2 houses. You're definitely not doing okay. Well, here's what we can do. We can take these purples. Let's connect that guy in, and then let's take these two off. And at least those purples will have a destination to go to. We don't have any motorways, so that becomes difficult with taking in purples anywhere else. But these purples are just feeding to a shop and not a skyscraper, so we probably could pull off this one too, honestly. I think that would probably be okay. Again, it looks like a mess, but we've got to do something about that. We can't fit a roundabout in there, which is unfortunate, but... yeah, I never finished this. That yellow's just got to connect in there. A red on that side isn't too bad because we can just take these guys all the way around, I think. That purple's calming itself down, so I think we're in the clear. I think we will take some traffic lights, and we'll test a pair of traffic lights right there. I don't know if that's the right decision, but we're going to test them there and see. That definitely calmed itself down, so that's good to go. Got some reds over there. We've got a lot of houses not connected to anything, which worries me a little bit, but they're all kind of in awkward spots that I really can't do much with them without tunnels, and I'm trying to save my tunnels. But as soon as something crumbles, then we can start tearing down some mountain walls. Like this guy, for example, down here, this green is already struggling, so we're going to connect another green in there. That's a skyscraper. I don't think we need to worry too much about that because we can route these reds around to connect in there and then disconnect some of these reds as well. So I think that should be sufficient for now at least. Honestly, I don't know, I'll wait on that. We will take another bridge. These greens down here just bother me a little bit. I feel like we could do something with these three greens that are sitting and doing nothing. They're just kind of in a weird space. We would need to use a bridge for them. I think I want to hold on to my bridge just a little bit longer. I think the traffic light in the middle is helping a lot more. Again, there's a time and a place for traffic lights. I usually don't use them, but there's definitely a time and a place for them, I think. So this purple, all right, let's deal with this first, I guess. For now, I don't like this either, but for now we're just gonna go like that, and I think traffic light that up. I'm gonna see that's gonna cause a lot of traffic issues very quickly, but until I come up with a better solution. This purple's doing a little worse than I would have expected, so I think we're gonna do our first tunnel through the mountain. Can I fit? I can fit a roundabout in there, so that's perfect. A skyscraper yellow, actually I don't think is the end of the world. We just did hit 2,000, so that's not too shabby, I don't think. Coming across another week. Bridge or traffic lights. I think we'll take another bridge. Got lots of blues over, light blues over here we can't really do anything with. We've got kind of all of our reds struggling here, and I think now might be a good time to... We have enough road tiles now that I think we should go like that. Connect in some reds, because then we can take a red or two off of this motorway to give that red a little bit more coverage. And similarly, I think we can get rid of one more red to go over to help that line out. So we'll see if that helps at all. Again, the traffic coming out of this intersection, you know, this T is actually going to be the worst bit of the whole thing. things considered, though, I don't feel too bad about things. I'm worried about this red up top right. It looks like it's just barely hanging on. It actually looks like its biggest problem is just traffic. So I may move that guy there so it's a little bit more of a straight intersection coming out of that neighborhood. Just doing a quick scan. I don't like these light blues struggling as much as they are. I think I might pull off 2 of these light blues. To connect into that intersection. Again, I really don't have a choice but to put that 4-way there. Tunnel or a bridge. We'll take a tunnel. We're shorter on tunnels. I honestly think what we should do before it gets worse is connect these straight there and then that straight there. So these 4 are dedicated to just this one, and then these 3 are dedicated to just this one. That way we don't have a traffic light intersection there anymore. And again, this guy's struggling just enough, but coming out of that neighborhood is better now, which makes me feel a little bit better. But we may need to think of a course of action to deal with this red long term. I don't really know what that is, but yeah, okay, so let's try to figure out, I mean, we can split that guy there, but that's not really going to solve the problem, I don't think. But I guess our temporary fix is just divert more reds over here. The thing is, I just think it's more of a traffic problem than it is a demand problem. Yeah, so honestly, our main issue across the board is just traffic. This T intersection isn't allowing them to flow in nice enough. This T intersection isn't allowing them to flow in nice enough. Again, adding more traffic isn't really going to solve the problem, but we can add in these purples there. As far as this red, I don't really know what to do. Because we've got like every red possible, and like, except for like these, but there's nothing we can do with these. Yeah, I don't have a lot of good solutions. I think we're just going to have to keep playing it. I think this red is going to be the death of us. But I really don't see a solution for any of the reds, I'm going to be honest. Unless you guys are seeing something I'm not. Which you guys can scream about it in the comments. I think we might be doomed. But I guess we can tunnel in there to get another red there and try to divert another couple reds over here. But I mean, all of our reds are struggling, so diverting one over here is not really going to do much. We're at 31, so okay, we do have a motorway now, so let's see what's worse, the worst for wear. That yellow, we're gonna connect in some more yellows, and I honestly think that one should be fine. We've got all the yellows. Traffic light that intersection up. And then let's motorway some reds from here. I can't go over mountains, so the closest we can get is there. See if that helps demand. This intersection is just god-awful, though. I think we're just kind of at the game where let's see how long we can last. I don't really think there's any more optimization I can do. So I'd say we're just kind of in a waiting game. I think it's going to be this purple in the middle, but I could be wrong. Might be this. Yeah, it was the purple in the middle. That's all right. 3364. I think that's our highest score. Is that the highest score in this series so far? We did unlock Dubai, What did that put us in the rankings? Top 5% again. Yeah, I think we're consistently the top 5%, so that makes me happy. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. 3326, 3000, 32. So what did I say this was? 3326. This is 3364. So yeah, Rio de Janeiro actually is our new highest score. So that makes me really, really happy. I feel like we had a little bit of a downslope here. You know, Dar es Salaam was a little bit of a lower one relatively. Munich was just a bad run relatively. But I feel like we're kind of on the upswing here. So I'm curious to see. Next part, we'll tackle Dubai. I'm curious to see. I think Dubai is mostly just rivers. I don't think there's any mountains actually. So that'll be an interesting. You know, the mountains were a bit of a challenge, but we handled them well. So that's exciting. A new high score, Rio de Janeiro. Again, if you guys liked this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that great stuff. Boost that algorithm for me. You guys are rock stars. Appreciate each and every one of you guys that tune in every single day. With that said, I'm Dylan. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.